All right. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Boom. Hello, and welcome, everybody, to tonight's fantastic, amazing dinosaur action into Mythic. I entered at about number 509. If I can get to number 1 Mythic, in some sense, in some way, I'm the best in the world for that brief moment. Of course, you can fluctuate, and anybody who plays any ranked, standard, best of 1, best of 3, alchemy, you name it, they're in Mythic. It's all the same Mythic pool. You could jump over to Explorer, best of 3, but you got to Mythic in standard, best of 1. I don't really like that fact, but yeah, safe to say I'm gonna continue to try and reach number 1 tonight. Yeah, okay. Hopefully everybody's week has been going pretty good. If not, we're gonna have an absolutely amazing time right here, right now. If by chance you're watching, but you know, passed out, tired, Mondays are always rough, sluggish to get going. My oh my. The list, as always, in the description, and as it usually is for me: Arena, Explorer, best of 3, ranked, Stampede Dinos. Oh my goodness. And I think the list is the same as what I had posted. I switched it up a little bit, perhaps for Sunspine links late last night. Before I passed out, I was looking at stuff, and I thought, oh, I'll add it in for no particular reason other than that people can't gain life and damage can't be prevented. Maybe that's going to come in handy. But just something else other than that, the one guy. I didn't even use it too much, so I don't even remember its name. Yeah, well, it was featured in that video I made. But where was I? Okay, I say we just jump right into the action. Actually, Sunken Citadel, as always, the namesake, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, Sunken, tapping for multiple mana for Castle Garenbrig, and everything continues to be just lovely. Commune with dinosaurs, 100%. That is, man, oh, it keeps proving itself. It has proved itself to me many times in the past, but just to commune to grab another Sunken Citadel, oh, eats chocolate. Yeah, I don't know. I probably should be using Screaming Nemesis Eats Chocolate. I haven't really used it too much, and it can be a very fantastic card. But Sunspine, yeah. Sunspire. Pretty sure it's Sunspine. I don't know. I like its potential to maybe finish off an opponent. Of course, it could finish me off. It damages each player for the number of non-basic lands you have. So I would have to consider that if it drops, but fun to try. Again, that spot is kind of a flex spot. Maybe it would be a little bit better to have some graveyard hate or just a straight up sweeper. The fantastic Anger of the Gods, which is still probably going to be my favorite. Exiling everything, getting around death triggers with Anger of the Gods is pretty fantastic. Yeah, but also a creature. The thing in the sideboard that I bring in would be potentially part of Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, putting usually every single creature I have in my hand out. The early turns I am building up with mana, so it doesn't really fit too well. Sometimes the sweeper doesn't fit. On turn 3 I want to go Archdruids, and then I make a bunch of mana on turn 4. Am I going to be spending 3 mana for a sweeper on turn 4? Possibly. Or am I going to be spending 7 mana for a creature? I could spend 3 for Anger of the Gods, be left with 1. Maybe it's a source of green, maybe I would get to commune. But you put those two together, and it starts to not make at least quite as much sense for me. Lunchable. Well, that's a perfect hand to start the night. Absolutely amazing. That is basically all the mana we'll ever need. Just have to hope Lunchable isn't quite on point. Oh, you got Thoughtseize. Oh, don't care. Do it. Watch me not care. Oh, cat food combo perhaps. Oh, and the Archdruid's Charm. we're going to get to 8 mana on turn 4. Especially with the 2 Archdruid's Charms. Now they could have 2 pieces of hand hate, but
ruthless aggression.
Ruthless Aggression is coming up, absolutely. Altar of the Brood. Oh, this is whatchamacallit. This is Golgari Gwenna or Sultai Gwenna Acererak combo. Funny name, I know, but there's the Thoughtseize. There's the thing I don't care about. Oh, shoot. You got rid of one of my 2 Archdruids. Nuts. This is going to be problematic for anybody that has not faced it, but I'm pretty sure that is what it is. If they play Gwenna here, it's going to be rough stuff. They also have Relic of Legends. Oh, Scute, no? Huh. Golgari Scute Swarm Mill. I never would have guessed this in a million years. I probably want to use the Archdruids to grab a land, but I kind of want Altar of the Brood to... Yeah, I probably should be doing that. Nah, we'll leave it for now. We'll see what they get. Got to use Archdruid's Charm to get ahead a bit. Maybe Tyrranax Rex is going to be fast enough. Hopefully. This is kind of cool. They're going to mill me pretty quick. It's getting kind of scary. Sadly, I did lose Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, but... I mean, I'm a little bit worried. We don't have Ghalta, though, so... I'll grab Commercial District, see what's on top. Maybe it's Ghalta, maybe it's not, but... Oh, there's a Vaultborn Tyrant. I love a good Vaultborn Tyrant. Get me closer to Ghalta, potentially. Of course, I could have grabbed Ghalta, but any land I get would have got me to 7. I have a play for 7, and I have that Cavern of Souls, so I know the turn after I did this Vaultborn, I was going to get to 8. Hopefully they have a piece of removal or something, but if we get Ghalta, we could be in a pretty good position. Maybe. Only 1 copy is sent to the graveyard and a Palani's Hatcher. There's still 3 more Palanis and 4 Regisaur Alphas that I could be grabbing. This is interesting. I mean, I've never seen this particular deck before. Maybe somebody just sort of whipped it up, or somebody plays pretty high in a tournament. Oh, the double Vaultborn. Thank you, Mr. Mill. Mr. Golgari Landfall Mill. They got rid of 2 lands, which I don't need, because, well, I have enough. I can make 8. That's really all I'm looking for. Try to keep up the aggression, and if I just drop Tyrranax Rex next turn, that might be enough to finish them off with all the trample that I have. They don't have too many lands, and with the Scute Swarm, if they control 6 or more, they create a token that's a copy of Scute Swarm, and that's where things really just, they go off the rails. But this is off the rails amounts of damage, I hope. I think it's enough trample damage to get the job done, but at the very least we try to continue the ruthless aggression. Now the question becomes, do I have anything in the sideboard to help against this definitely uncommon deck? 2 of their creatures have to block, so maybe we're safe. Oh yeah. Garenbrig giving out the 6 screen. Sometimes it does hurt a tally, but that is only a 1 of, so it's not that bad. Oh, they want it. Oh, okay. They're taking out the T-Rex. Well. Guess it doesn't really matter. Good stuff. Yeah. Let me think. But yeah, going to your point, eats chocolate. A tally only being a 1 of, only running into that awkward situation of not being able to play it. It doesn't come up too often. Usually it might be Carnage Tyrant, turn 4, turn 5, T-Rex, and then a tally I follow up maybe after one of these big things. A tally, kind of taking the place of Ghalta, and sometimes a tally Primal Conqueror has gotten it. Oh, 100% Sire of 7 Deaths. Yep. It is not a dino. It doesn't have to be a dino, but I don't know. If I'm playing Sire of 7 Deaths, I definitely want all 4 copies because it's such a fantastic creature. But a Tally, I don't feel, I guess, as inclined to have a bunch. You could put multiples out with Ghalta for sure, but well. Okay, let's pause for a second here. Mill. Lots of mill. Altar of the Brood I don't like. Artifact, gotta take it out. Sunspine Lynx doesn't do too much. Back to Nature, not so much. Pithing Needle, not so much. Yeah, I think for this particular matchup I just keep it the same and keep trying to beat him up good. I mean, it's a lot of little things and I don't really have to care too much about that. This could be a very risky hand. I like the Sunken in the Castle. You know what? It's going to be a bit of a little greedy keep. Hopefully seeing a Sylvan Scrying or a Commune to get the 3rd land, Archdruids. But it could work out quite fantastically. Oh, well, there's that 3rd land. Good. If we see an Archdruids or a Sylvan Scrying, we're laughing. Archdruids would be ideal, but keep in mind, I don't have any of those early ramping things. The spells, Sylvan or Archdruid, so the thought sees that the opponent... Oh, Field of Ruin. Okay, that's what you want to do. Taking out the castle and whatnot. It's fine by me. Nice to see the Stomping Ground, but have to be wary. If I don't draw another land next turn, I would have to play castle and then play Topiary to get a forest, and I would sadly take out Castle Garenbrig with Field of Ruin. Let's hope I don't have to do that. Oh, good. I don't have to do that. If you can't activate Castle Garenbrig and they have a piece of land destruction, don't play Castle Garenbrig. Wait until you can at least go off with it once. Yeah. It does make it quite a bit harder, but at least the saving grace sometimes eats chocolate is, well, you just have a bunch of lands. And Thoughtseize or Duress can't get rid of that. Oh, folks, strap yourselves in. They're dead, done, smoked, out of the water. 100%. They have to win next turn.
Call an ambulance! But not for me!
That's it. Done. You don't win. You just don't. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Lovely stuff. Continue the ruthless aggression. Slap down everybody. Let's go. Phew. It does appear maybe they stumbled a little bit there, but all right. Now, what am I going to go to? I'm at 418, 300 something, I think. Hey, 368. Flying up the ladder. Lovely stuff. I've won the past couple, so it's nice to start it off. And I've actually been facing a decent bit of Azorius Control, which I'm very happy with because it's one of my strongest matchups. Okay. Just have to hope I continue dodging aggro. That is, well, it's not an instant loss, but it's getting close to that. It's about as close as you can get to an instant or auto lose as I'm comfortable with. Again, like I mentioned, you could bring in a sweeper, many different sweepers. It could be something black, it could be Culling Ritual, 2 and a black and a green, destroy everything with a mana value 2 or less. Sometimes that is just a little bit slow because it has a mana value of 4 or a converted mana cost of 4 for all the old folks there. And I don't know, if I had to choose, the sweeper would be still probably Culling Ritual just because it devastates all small stuff. Enchantments, it's not creatures, boom, enchantments are gone. Little artifacts, tokens, treasures, food, cat food combo, more like, I don't know, we mulch the entire deck. Bandit's talent, Scavenger's talent, I think it's Scavenger's talent. That has a mana value of 1, an enchantment, Witch's Oven, the cat, the foods. Oh, the same person again. Huh. Lunchable versus Lunchable. Oh boy, well, that's a keepable hand, absolutely. Not too many people playing tonight, I guess. Now, they could Thoughtseize away Commune, so we're going to go with that. Try and grab a Topiary or a Forest. You know what, let's grab a Topiary Stomper. I have 3 other lands in hand, so if they don't have a Thoughtseize, it would be nice to go with Topiary on turn 3. Oh, and the Castle Garenbrig. Okay, folks, strap yourselves in. Yes, Nichols, definitely long time. Aggro definitely does. The hand smoothing in best of 1, but this is best of 3, so there is no hand smoothing. Aggro 100% is, yeah, they get the job done. But I think we should get the job done, at least with this hand. We get to Vaultborn Tyrant next turn. It could be T-Rex to keep the pressure up, but we'll see what we draw. It could be Ghalta, that sort of thing. Do have to be a little bit worried about the opponent's mill. And we haven't won yet. Could be a lot of bad stuff. Ooh, this mill really is going to stack up with those Altar of the Broods. I am only down to 41, so I think we have a decent chance here. Question becomes, do I like Vaultborn? You know what? I'm going to go Vaultborn. I'm going to see if we can draw into that Ghalta. Oh, another Vaultborn. I'll get to attack with Vaultborn next turn and T-Rex. So I like that. And at the very least, playing Vaultborn would get Ghalta sooner. Oh, they milled. Okay, no, they milled Ghalta. Oh, I caught Ghalta off the blah, 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 blah. Well. Thank you once again. I hope. Cross my fingers to draw Palani or Regisaur. Oh my, oh.
You have no power here.
I can do no wrong. Man. But they could also have Settle the Wreckage. Let's keep in mind, let's not get ahead of ourselves. They have 2 white. And this could be problematic, to say the least. Just a little problematic. Is it Settle the Wreckage? It wouldn't be Settle the Wreckage. Can't be Settle. Yeah. Must be Settle. Well, we'll find out. Gotta be Settle. Or not. Oh, I guess not. Okay. But they didn't scoop or do anything. Maybe they were trying to bluff. Maybe they do have Settle the Wreckage as a potential. They would have exiled everybody. That's why I didn't attack with Ghalta. Yeah, okay, well. The same opponent in a row. Huh. I have to mulligan a little aggressively, but we have been very fortunate with the opening hands, to say the least. Hopefully that continues. But I can sometimes mulligan aggressively and keep a pretty fantastic hand, one that only includes lands. So when the opponent potentially Thoughtseizes, everything stays. Thoughtseize, they pay 1 black to reveal my hand, and then they lose 2 life. That is what it's all about. Hello. December is going good. December's going fantastic. The best best so far, but that hand, it is a little bit risky. 2 Sunken Citadels though, I gotta give it a go. If we see a Castle Garenbrig, it's gonna be fantastic. The mountain, I mean, it doesn't help Castle Garenbrig enter on tap, but we'll see. Oh, we got a forest too. All right, this is where we want to be. No Altar of the Brood though, which is quite nice. Queen Alanel Ruadach. Never seen that before. Each equal to the number of creatures, one created. Okay. Make some soldiers when tokens are made. Not too bad. As long as we can get Castle Garenbrig. We gotta get something going or else they're gonna swarm us. It's gonna be problematic. Okay, yeah, well, we're getting there eventually. Building up the lands. If I top deck a castle next turn, it's all over, so we'll aim to hopefully have that happen. Or it could be a community dig for a castle, and then if I could play it as my land for the turn, I would still be able to make 8. Yeah, pretty good chance. Or it could be a Sylvan to grab the castle to play castle, play Vaultborn, maybe stabilize a bit, we'll see. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. That's a lot of mill. No, this is not fun. Still, no castle off the top. Well, I'll play Palani's Hatchet because it's multiple blockers, but I have to imagine that's going to be it. Unless we draw Castle Garenbrig next turn. That's really all we're hoping for. It's really what we need. I think there's a decent chance that we should be able to survive the swing coming in. Nobody has trample. It's perfectly fine to block Queen Alanel with that little dinosaur token. The dinosaur egg. Chump block, and that's what it's all about. Oh. Castle Garenbrig. Don't mill Castle Garenbrig off the top. Oh boy. Oh, yep. Get closer. Let's go. Oh no, this is still. Oh no, they milled castle off the top. Oh shoot. Not great. Okay, well that's going to definitely do it. Unfortunately, hopefully I get revenge. Man, that pesky mill with Altar of the Brood. Whenever, any permanent. So it's a token, a land, whatever it is. It's not as bad as true dedicated mill, but it puts in the work for sure. Man, I really wish I had some sort of sweeper. Anger of the Gods. Oh man, that would be pretty perfect. No enchantment removal. It would take a wedding festivity or a wedding announcement. That's something. No, we'll keep it the same. We'll keep up the ruthless aggression and we'll see if we can keep the hope alive. Yep, keep 100%. Love it. Sunken, boom. As long as we can go off with Sylvan Scrying, grabbing that Castle Garenbrig, I think we should be in a very good position. No turn 1 Thoughtseize. Don't do it. Oh, okay. That's turn 4 8 mana. Yes, please. Let's go. Don't Thoughtseize. Don't do it. You know you. Okay, turn 4 8 mana. Turn 4 Ghalta plus a tally plus T-Rex plus anything else I draw next turn or the turn after that. Just in case they have a little bit of land destruction, keep the Castle Garenbrig away. Nothing to destroy. Spend your mana on something else and hopefully die. That could be it. Folks, that could be it. Authority of the Consoles is, you know, a little bit problematic. Everybody enters tap, but we'll see if they can survive the onslaught. Even though everybody enters tapped, it's still going to be very, very problematic. I don't think they have a sweeper. We're about to find out. They might just quit here. Boom. I'm just excited to see what a tally gets from the opponent. Probably going to be some dinky creature. Ah, Sylvan Scrying. I like it. Huh, I got my own Wandering Emperor. Fantastic. That's pretty cool. Get another Castle Garenbrig though, just for good measure, and yeah. I'm gonna put a counter on Tyrranax Rex. Good stuff. Do they have a sweeper this turn? Maybe. Mondrak does not save you. Phew. Okay. Is it going to be lungeable for a third time in a row? 321. Flying. Just flying. And it's only been 26 minutes. My oh my. Okay. Let's keep going. That would be extra wacky if it was an opponent a third time in a row. I'm sure it's happened to some people, but I'll just keep doing whatever I'm doing. Hunt Gun. I've faced Hunt Gun before. I think it was is it Phoenix, I believe. Ooh, that is absolutely amazing. Thought seizes and stuff. It's rough. A little bit. I think Hunt Gun was Diamond, maybe. Huh. Hard to say, but at the very least we should be getting there decently. Sylvan Scrying is gone, absolutely. Oh, that's odd that Topiary Stomper goes. I'm using Sylvan Scrying next turn. If it's still in my hand, I'm going to be grabbing that Castle Garenbrig. Okay, that's understandable. Now Sylvan is gone. It's well, that's very strange from the opponent. That could be the goof of the game, the goof of the match. You don't do that. Sylvan, gone. Just you see Sylvan, it's gone. There's nothing else to think about. But come and see if we get that sunken. We don't get a sunken, but I do like to set up for a Vaultborn Tyrant. Carnage Tyrant could be a little bit nicer perhaps, but I'll stick with the Vaultborn. Commercial District always enters tapped, and ooh, well, there's a Carnage Tyrant on top. Hopefully we can keep things going good. As long as I play a Carnage Tyrant, maybe it's going to scare away removal from the opponent. Ah, shucks, folks, I dodged a fatal push. They got rid of it. Wonder if they're going to play Unholy Annex for 3. Oh, they played Unholy Annex for 3. Whoa. I don't know. Turn 4 Carnage, turn 5 Vaultborn, turn 6 Ghalta, hopefully. Maybe they're realizing their fateful mistake in not getting rid of Sylvan Scrying. That probably wouldn't have happened otherwise. This could be rough. As long as Vaultborn helps us stabilize enough, it is going to be a little bit problematic. I don't think it's going to allow us to get the job done. They're going to deal 3. Yeah, I think that's it. 12 damage flying with the demons, -2 from the Unholy Annexes. throw in some more damage somewhere else, maybe. They can't kill Vaultborn Tyrant, which would push me above. They know I have Ghalta, that's dropping. Either I'm dead just exactly, or I'm left at 1 or 2. Yeah. They only have Mutavault and the Goblin Token, both of which I would block. If I was at 2, I would definitely be dead, I think. If they play another Unholy Annex, we're drained to -1. -2 times 2. Too slow? Oh, maybe too slow. Maybe too slow. Hopefully it's not Stomp from Bonecrusher Giant. That would be rough. Did I do it? Did I do it? I think I might have done it. I did, folks. 1. This is what I'm oh my, I'm on fire. I can't do any wrong tonight. There you go. There you go. Woo!
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
I mean, they took out Regisaur Alpha. We haven't won yet. I guess I should not get ahead of myself. Regisaur Palani, Regisaur blah blah blah. Now we should be good with T-Rex. Oh yeah. That's what I'm... yeah. Okay. That's got to do it. Keep killing my hasters. Oh, shucks. $13, $21. Yeah. Two demons. Flying is 12. I think we're safe, even with the flying demons. I have enough creatures down below to block anything on the bottom. We'll see. 12 flying is not going to cut it, though. Oh, there it is. Whew. Okay. Rakdos Demons. It goes either way. Sometimes they get the big flying things, or you get drained. But Rakdos Demons quakes in fear of the Hornet Queen. We land that, and we buy ourselves, sometimes all the time in the world, a 1/1 flying death touch laughs in the face of a 6/6 flying demon. Yeah. As nice as it could have been, but we're going to be a little bit less nice.
I'm the best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice.
Now, should I just keep it the same? Things worked out pretty good. Sometimes I don't want to change it up, but we'll bring in the Hornet Queen. See what happens. I know that one. Oh, the hands are on fire tonight, folks. It doesn't get much more fire than a Sunken, a Commercial District, a Stomping Ground, 2 Sylvans and Archdruids, and the Hornet Queen. If we can land the Hornet Queen, we'll land ourselves enough time to get the job done. But with the Forest, we don't go with Commercial. Again, we're on track for 8 mana. 8 mana turn 4. If we see Ghalta, it's all over, but at the very least we get maybe to the Hornet Queen. They got to have at least a little bit of... Main phase, looking for the 3rd land, I believe. That's why they sacrificed the blood token. Oh, duress, it's ripping. Archdruid's Charm, unfortunately. But either way, the Sylvan or the Archdruids, I'm getting that 2nd Sunken. I don't get ahead. I don't get ahead as much as I wanted, but we are still going to at least make 7 on turn 4. We get to that Hornet Queen amount of mana. I still have the castle. We're going to get to Ghalta eventually with the Commercial or the Stomping. Yeah. Good stuff. 200? Oh, 284. Flying high to new heights. If it keeps going this way, maybe I'll get number 1. Maybe. I'm trying. Try my best. It is just nice to potentially have it locked down, get it to such a good point that it feels honed. You would imagine maybe it would happen a little bit faster, getting it to a very good point, but there's just so much to try. Vaultborn, different lands, this dino, that dino. Maybe my dream has been realized. Starting to be realized, perhaps. Number 1 though, at least for a little bit tonight. Wow. It would be pretty cool to change the title of the stream. Number 1 Mythic. Best deck. Dinosaurs are the best in the game. Something like that. In a sense, it's not completely clickbait. You know, if you're number 1 and you only do one thing, I don't think that's much of a stretch at all. Maybe it's going to be lunchable for the 3rd time. Or hunt gun. Perhaps I'm only going to face the same 2 opponents all night. Or it's going to be a poor platinum player. Huh. Oh, we'll see. Or it's going to be aggro and I lose pretty much on the spot right away. Oh boy. I think really the main thing with this is the mulligans. Just being comfortable seeing all kinds of combinations. Oh, what's the probability that I would get to the mixture of lands that I need? You see a Sunken and a Castle. Oh, that's feeling pretty good. You have a Sylvan, but the opponent thought seizes it away. Ooh, that doesn't take much talking about. A Cavern as the only land is not grand. I mean, it's getting slightly better. The only land now is Stomping Ground. Had to go bad at some point, but we'll send everything to the bottom. All the most costly stuff. Keeping a hand with 2 Sunkens, a Commune, and a Sylvan Scrying could work out, Nichols. It could work out. Thoughtseize, hopefully, or Hopeless Nightmare. Now, it's going to be Sylvan, sadly. Sunken Citadel is my land next turn, and well, maybe I get a castle. I do get a castle. Huh. Well, as long as I can stick Castle Garenbrig and they don't destroy it, I will be able to make 6. Okay, yeah. Evolve Sleeper, Mono Black something. Oh, okay. Look at this, folks. I have 3 lands out. And eventually I will make 6 next turn. Of course, Mono Black Devotion can be problematic. They can win on the spot with Gary, the Grey Merchant of whatchamacallit. Planis Hatcher is a little bit rough. Again, you get into the awkward scenario of making that 6 green, and you wish so desperately that one of that could be red. But it's not. But Tyrranax Rex, is that going to be enough? I don't think it's going to be. It's a little bit too late at this point. Bloodlair of Aclazots makes me lose twice. If I would lose life, I lose it twice. So that has to be at 4, and then that 4. Oh, minus 12, yeah. Tends to do it, but that was a pretty cool recovery. You gotta admit, Mulligan. Ooh, close but no cigar. Mono Black. Let me think. Pithing Needle actually can stop this enchantments. I mentioned it in my little mini primer. But to level up an enchantment class, that is an activated ability, so I wouldn't have to worry about, at the very least, level 3. I mean, if they get to 7, it's probably all over, although this particular deck can get to 7 mana to get to level 3 for the Warlock class pretty easily because it is mono black devotion. But they do have some flying stuff, so I'm kind of tempted to go with the Hornet Queen. Yeah, no Hornet Queen. If they're going to do their thing, Hornet Queen will not buy as much time as I would hope. They would just play the Grey Merchant. When it enters, we lose life equal to their devotion to black. And with the Bloodletter, that could be just instant and immediate death, but at least I do get to keep my opening hand there. It should be good. Certainly Commune with Dinosaurs, go off with that. You turn Commune into something that can't be discarded, and you turn Commune once in a while into a Sunken Citadel, a second one. Now I only need to see Castle Garenbrig and I'm laughing. I could see a Sylvan Scrying next turn, beautiful. I could naturally draw a castle, beautiful. Commune to dig for castle, lovely. So there's a very good chance that we see it somehow, some way. That'd be pretty sweet. Okay, the Slasher is rough. If they play Bloodlair of Aclazot, we are dead on the spot next turn. Sadly, that's just how that combo goes. Play the... Hey, they got the Bloodletter dead, and they got the win. With the Unstoppable Slasher, we didn't have anybody to block it, unfortunately. So we lose half our life when it deals damage, but with the Bloodletter, you just lose all your life.
Dang! Oh!
That's too bad. Okay, it's going to be Lunchable again. Or Hunt Gun. Or I'm going to break my all-time record of waiting for an opponent. It's going to be 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Maybe 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Something goblin related, perhaps. With the Scute avatar, usually I think it's going to be goblins. This hand, though, is pretty good. I hope it's not goblins, because that is a very... It's goblins. Or Boros Burn. Okay, well, this could also be something quite painful indeed. I don't have Sylvan Scrying, so I can have the Stomping enter tapped. I don't have to take 2 damage if I don't need to. Sunken? It's not sunken, unfortunately. We'll grab another Castle Garenbrig. Make sure we continue to hit all the the land drops we need to. Now, it would have been a little bit better having that Stomping Ground enter tapped and not take 2. Okay. Oh, okay, folks, we got the Sunken. If only that Sunken was 1 higher, I would have been able to grab it and play it and then possibly devastate the opponent coming up here. But we could simply be dead just because this is the kind of deck it is. That's too bad. Pump it up and kill us. Yeah. We were almost on track to make 8 on turn 4. Play Ghalta, Vaultborns, get enough life to stabilize here, and now that's how it goes. Boom. Yeah, but it's pretty cool to know that sometimes you can be fast enough against those decks. Keep it the same. A lot of the stuff, the big stuff, the spells that they use to pump up their creatures with Boros aggro or mono red, it gives them tramples. So the Hornet Queen, the swarm of flying death touchers, well, most of the damage continues on through, and most of the time it is still lethal, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. I think it could work out. It could be certainly a whole lot worse than that. At the very least, we got Sylvan to grab the Castle Garenbrig, and hopefully we're off to the races there. Topiary, Maybe. If we can land a Vaultborn Tyrant. Sometimes that's all it takes, but again, the slick shot show-off does have flying. Oh, yeah. Well, we could be dead next turn, depending what they get. Carnage Tyrant is definitely not going to save us here, that's for sure. Maybe it's just going to be a bunch of bolt waves. Yeah, no. Not winning that one. I can tell you that much. You win some. You lose some. Can't always win. Can't always lose, but if you're not playing, you're never going to win. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Alright. Watch my luck have run out. The algorithm is now going to deal me 5 aggro in a row. That's sometimes how it goes. There was one night last month where it was, I think, 9 in a row. I'm pretty sure it was mostly all Rakdos prowess aggro. Very, very painful stuff. Maybe everybody slower is not playing, and then the fast stuff is playing because perhaps I have faced these people before, maybe last month, maybe. Then they're like, oh, I know when this Dinosaur player is on and I'm just going to get some free wins. I'm going to fire up my aggro. Yeah. Maybe they've gotten wise to that. Hopefully not. Gaston. Okay, I see the Ashiok avatar. Makes me think it's something black related. If it had a Sylvan or an Archdruid, I'd give it a go. Okay, I think that's reasonably better. We do lose the Sunken, but 2 communes is very nice. Get that Regisaur to the bottom. Turn the commune, at least one of them, into a Sunken. Boom. There we go. We'll play Sunken next turn and also go with commune, and we'll see. Yeah. Very interesting stuff, huh? Yeah. Go with the forest. Play it safe. Play it safe. We got a Vaultborn, it's a big thing. A Tally, it's a big thing. And again, there must be hand hate. Or it could be rogues, counterspell, something with a counterspell. I'm a little bit worried though that, well, they have a counterspell for this, but I'll try. Oh boy. Countered. Oh, not okay. Not countered. This is good stuff. However, maybe they're saving the counterspell for something I'm going to play, so we have to keep that in mind too. Deduce. Interesting. Well, I'll still play the Stomping Ground. There's no need to play Castle Garenbrig if they did have Field of Ruin or something like that. But they're not doing a whole lot. They know something big is coming up and have to be at least a little bit worried. Okay, well, good. Good, they're tapped out. That might be their doom, possibly. At the very least, I was able to stick Vaultborn Tyrant, but they're on track to die next turn. That is quite nice indeed. But there is the Field of Ruin. I said they got Field of Ruin. Hopefully it's not exile-based removal on Vaultborn. It would be... Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Are they going to have another piece of removal? That is the question. Are they going to continue to dodge using Field of Ruin? As long as they kill that too, good. Huh. Sunken? That's not the thing to take out. if I have just a castle, I can still make a little bit more mana for creatures. They're going to fail to push it. They are, aren't they? Got the good game ready. If they do. Oh no, the oops. Oh boy. I still make 7 next turn, so I recover decently. I have to imagine it's going to be enough. Ah. Big time. Lovely. And it is nice to take out Sorin the Mirthless there. That's some pretty fantastic card advantage. The +1, the vampires. They can get ahead in a pretty good way. Yeah, just take them out. Maybe they don't have a sweeper. Maybe they could get a sweeper. Maybe Sorin the Mirthless, the +1. Maybe that would be all it takes. If they have a sweeper that destroys everything we... Oh, another Field of Ruin. Now they're taking it. Okay, well, I guess they won't. As long as they don't have a Thoughtseize, that's it. Okay, I'll get rid of the Commune. I don't need it all. Huh. There we go. Done. They can't kill Palani's Hatcher for a single black, but they could bounce Palani's Hatcher, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm just interested to see what I get from this opponent with the Atali here. It's nice that Atali has come down a couple times tonight. Oh, okay, Atali can get another Ghalta. Oh, and hey, look, now I'm the removal. Oh man, this is beyond ruthless aggression.
Yes.
Oh boy. I like it. Hopefully I don't deck myself. Oh, 64. Okay. We just have to do it again, but we gained very important information there with the Field of Ruin. They have multiples. It's not like it's just one or two of, we got unlucky. But I don't imagine they're going to make that same mistake again. They got rid of the wrong land. It could have been Castle Garenbrig. That would have slowed me down a little bit, but I still would have eventually, gotten a Commune. I could have drawn another castle. I've drawn a Sylvan to get the castle, and I think things still would have kept on trucking. The damage would have. But do I like Pithing Needle? Do I want anything? I think we keep it just the same, just because there could be counter spells. This opponent is partially in blue. I feel like keeping Carnage Tyrant and Vaultborn and stuff. But there is those sacrificing spells as well. Sheoldred's Edict. I want to draw one out with a Carnage Tyrant. They would play Sheoldred's Edict for Carnage Tyrant or T-Rex, but I can't attack with Carnage Tyrant anyways the turn it enters, so I might as well use it to burn the Edict and then follow up with T-Rex, which I would still get to attack, and yeah, we'll see. But that hand, I don't have to see much. That's definitely what I want. Take the ping. It's not a very aggressive deck, so we do have a decent chance to draw what we need to keep it safe with the lands. Hit the land drops for the first 4 turns is pretty nice. Hopefully dig for the Sunken with this Commune. That would be the ideal of ideal scenarios. Unfortunately not. I'll go with the Regisaur Alpha. I think we're safe enough in the land department. Don't need a Topiary. If I didn't have the Archdruid's Charms, I would have grabbed a Topiary just to have a turn 3 play, but I got 2, so I feel pretty comfortable with that. Even if they have a piece of hand hate, I think I'll still go off with one on. Oh, ooh. Okay. I like that. Huh. Could be good for us. Still no lands. That is rough. But again, what do you do? What do you do when you see an opponent that has Field of Ruin potentially? Never play Castle Garenbrig until you have it go off once. Might as well use an Archdruids here. I don't think it makes too much difference. If they cast another Thoughtseize, well, then they would be tapped out and we would be okay. I can play Palani or Regisaur next turn if they get rid of T-Rex, which I think they're going to do that. Unless they have a Shieldred's Edict, they could leave 2 untapped, ready and waiting to make me sacrifice it. Okay. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the aggressive plan. Get Palani's Hatcher down. I could have been a little bit greedy, but I like this. Just beat him up with some of the other stuff, so you're seeing how the plan doesn't always have to be Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Just go wide, aggro it out, that sort of thing. Okay, lunchable. Is it going to be Boros aggro once again? Huh. One of these days, I'm going to wait like 3 minutes. At the very least, I have some nice music playing. If any of you guys want perhaps some different music, I use Monster Cat Media, their subscription service. You have access to about 10,000 or so of their songs, electronic, dance music, all kinds of genres, but I haven't added too many new ones in quite some time. There's only about 70 on the playlist that it shuffles and cycles through, so I think it's high time to add a few more. Yeah, if you like Monster Cat by chance, or you go to their YouTube channel, download their album or something, there's a good chance that I could add a specific song onto the stream, into the mixture. Certainly has been an interesting mixture tonight, though, with the opponents. Oh boy, I have a sneaky suspicion this is going to be somebody I've faced before tonight. Okay, it's not. Samantha Louise 854. With the Liliana avatar, hopefully it's something black related. It's not going to be aggro. Well, that's... it doesn't get worse than no lands. That's still pretty bad. One more mulligan. Okay, well, that's a little bit better. Send both Regisaurs to the bottom, only because Palani's Hatcher is 3... Oh, Selesnya Hatebirds, I think. I'm pretty sure. I meant to say hello. Selesnya Hatebirds or Angels. Yeah, I think we die. There's not a great chance with this deck. Not a great chance. Oh, gee, I wonder if Collected Company is coming up, and I mean, Archdruid's Charm would have been pretty lovely there. Oh my goodness, they played Collected Company. Whew! Hopefully it's an Aven Interrupter, so it's one less Aven Interrupter that is going to be interrupting me. Or maybe it's going to be 2 mana dorks, unfortunately. That'd be alright. Okay, that's not bad. Palani's Hatcher, that's not really problematic. If I can get another Sunken, I would get to T-Rex, and again, oftentimes I just skip over Palani's Hatcher. The Anointed Peacekeeper taxing it. Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, no, that it's not going to cut it, sadly. But it could have. They only had 3 mana there, and I think there's probably an Aven Interrupter somewhere in the mixture. Sometimes I do like Hornet Queen. That really can buy time, especially with this opponent. They have a decent amount of stuff that does have flying. I'm gonna stick it in. Even though Tyrranax Rex can be pretty good with the large body, haste, trample, not having to worry about the chump blockers. Alright, yep, that's definitely it, 100%, wow. We could possibly see Castle Garenbrig next turn, or Commercial District would reveal it to be on top, something like that. Okay, that's not a castle, I don't need a forest on top. Might as well send it to the graveyard and possibly get castle. Okay, yep. If you have a moment against this deck, you grab castle 100%. Don't ask questions. Do it. If you know they're not going to interrupt you, just do it. Do it. Even interrupter time, is it? Anointed Peacekeeper. A little bit too late for that. I'm making 7. I'm casting either Hornet Queen or Vaultborn next turn. Watch out. Which one are you more afraid of? Or is it going to be Carnage Tyrant by mistake? I can make 7. Good. Good. I just go with the Hornet Queen. Now I'm by myself time, I hope. Yep, surprise, I made 7. Phew. Now I just keep dropping stuff. It was an oops, wasn't it? Yeah, they'll have the Interrupter or the Collected Company. We're about to find out. I hope they don't have the Interrupter. But at the very least they will run out of Interrupters. I won't be killed by the Interrupter aggro. No attacks, we wait. Eventually something is gonna go off. You won't be able to stop me forever. Okay, got 2 mana. Good. Yeah, that's it. If we draw land that enters untapped, done for. Yeah, I'll block all that stuff. Fine by me. Oh, beautiful. There we go. There we go. Alright. I just have to do that again. Definitely keeping the Hornet Queen. As you saw there, I think it put in some pretty good work. Boom. Play something that's not Ghalta, get them to burn this stuff, eventually drop Ghalta while the Hornet Queen swarm buys time to get them burnt. Burnt out on the Cocos, the Aven Interrupters, you name it. Oh, I like that. Certainly could be a lot worse, but Sunken in a Forest, beautiful. Hopefully I get to go off with Commune if they're somewhat tapped out. Oh, there's the Castle Garenbrig. Now things are getting interesting. Commune, for sure. I guess not. That's too bad. I like a Vaultborn Tyrant. Sylvan next turn, search for another Sunken. We'll see. Archon, not too bad. It is actually very nice that, well, Sunken always enters tapped. Archon of Emeria makes all non-basic lands enter the battlefield tapped, which is usually hard, but we have the surprise basic land, which could catch them off guard. And we could kill them. Again, I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. It has to be the forest. Archdruids to find Commercial District is what we're aiming for. Cast the Coco. Do it. There we go. Now we'll see what happens. See if they can continue to buy enough time. Make 8 next turn. Do I like a Castle Garenbrig? Might as well send it to the bottom. I don't think there's going to be much land destruction, so we'll see. I hope Ghalta isn't taxed. But they don't have too many creatures out, so I think there's a good chance we might be able to make it happen. A Tally Prowler, that's not great. Huh. So they do have the Aven Interrupter and various other stuff. Sadly. That's going to win them the game. Get that concede button ready. That's just how it goes. There is no winning. Sadly. Yeah. Well, we got them good once. If only they were not able to play spells on my turn. There is certain things that can do that. Silence, I don't know. I'm definitely going to try coming with Pioneer Masters on Arena. 1 white, and your opponents can't cast spells this turn. Either you cast it on their turn or you cast it on your turn. They can't do anything. It's not happening. You're not flashing in any creature. You're not going Collected Company. They might have to. They might want to. Responding to the silence. Before it resolves, they could get a spell off. But then they've done their thing. And then I might be safe. Afterwards, I should be safe to possibly play Ghalta. I just have to have 1 extra mana to do so. Yeah. Hopefully it's not that same player again. Oh boy. Two minutes. That's my bet. It's going to be 2 minutes. I'm going to try for 2 hours tonight. Yeah, I can do 2 hours. Go till midnight. Maybe I'll go over 2 hours. It's been a long time since I've done that. I did a couple mega streams, 5 hours, 3 hours. I did one 11-hour stream. One day I'll do it again. All arena. Just a bunch of grinding on the mythic ladder. Going up, getting number 1, taking down many opponents. Oh boy. Oh boy. I bet it's going to be a platinum person. It's taken long enough. Yeah, it is too bad. You can't get yourself beat up too much. Silver, that's below a platinum. What did the Thunder Pig do to the algorithm to be dealt this? That hand, lovely stuff. 1 land hand. Oh look, Commune grabs the 2nd. Sylvan grabs the 3rd. Archdruids. And we're off to the races. Commercial District isn't the best thing in the world, but we'll still play it, I guess. Mono Green Devotion actually is going to be pretty problematic. Send a Palani's to the bottom. I'm going with Commune to find the 3rd land for Archdruids next turn. Good. Phew. If it is Mono Green Devotion, we could simply be dead. Mono Green Devotion is pretty... Okay, I guess it's not. Is it Golgari Elves? It is Golgari Elves. This is rough stuff. Also, aggressive-ish. Facing a decent bit of stuff, where a sweeper, could be helpful. Haven't really brought in a whole lot. Haven't really made use of the Sunspine links. You have to imagine Sunspine, perhaps pretty narrow, not really used much, could easily become that anger, and perhaps a few of the matches and games tonight may have gone a little bit different if there was a sweeper in the mixture. We just have to hope this opponent doesn't get rolling super fast. Ghalta is not what I wanted. Should have been Castle Garenbrig. I was actually thinking it was Sylvan Scrying there. I've done that once or twice before, unfortunately. Okay, well, now I'll use the Sylvan Scrying. for the castle, and then I'll grab the Sunken, and we'll see. I bet they have collected company though. Probably. But we grab a Sunken, we play it next turn, and then the Archdruids would possibly just grab the other Sunken. Or it could just grab some other land. Ooh. Well, we might not be dead, you never know. Elves might not explode, as elves do. Yeah, we're dead. Another collected company deck, yes indeed. I'm not winning this one. I can tell you that much. Nuts. Where's that culling ritual when you need it? Do I like the Hornet Queen now? Yeah. Keep it the same. Try and be a little bit more explosive and not have to worry so much at least about the chump blocking potential. Although the elves can get decently big with the lords. I feel like I've faced the Thunder Pig before. The name sounds familiar. That is not going to do it. Okay, that's quite a bit better. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Keep Palani's Hatcher. We might need to be fast, and Palani's Hatcher is going to help us be just that. If we see any Sylvan, oh, nice. We get another Sunken. Archdruids, lovely. Commune, beautiful. I like our chances. Could be a touch better, but there's still a reasonable chance. Okay, that Sunken. Oh, look, folks, we got the Sunken. Commune, the all-star to use Commune, play Commune, 100%. I'm not cutting that. Man, that's where it's at. Elvish Archdruid. A little bit problematic. Tapping for 4 green. Quite scary. For sure. Yeah. Castle Vaultborn, see what happens. Hopefully they don't collected company. Okay, they don't collected company too much big stuff. Yeah, 2 Elvish War Masters isn't the worst thing. We might not be dead next turn. Well, you never know. Actually, we probably are. With the Elvish War Master, they're able to give their elves +2. Yeah, no, that tends to do it. Oh, yeah, no, okay, yeah, Shaman of the Pack. Painful stuff. Shaman, when it enters, target opponent loses life equal to the number of elves you control. And, well, they controlled 12. That was basically a good chunk of our health right there, and then the other creatures would have finished us off. Couldn't quite get it done. Is it going to be a third collected company deck in a row? Maybe. The algorithm is dealing me perhaps a little bit of pain now. Maybe it's going to find me a bronze opponent. It's going to deal me a bronze opponent, and they're going to be running some, I don't know, watch it be Rakdos Prowess Aggro. Yeah. I can't go lower than bronze, but that would be a little unfortunate. Maybe it's just somebody who hasn't really played too much. I believe if you don't play for a couple months in a row, you drop right back down to bronze. Something like that. You go through a couple resets. If you're in Mythic, you drop down to Platinum 1. If you're in Diamond, you go to Gold, depending on what level of Diamond you're in. Wan Yao. Something with black, I bet. It's not going to be a third collected company deck in a row. It's okay-ish. Yeah, I'm going to give it a go. I got a good feeling about this. 2 mulligans from the opponent. Interesting. Commune, hopefully grabbing Castle Garenbrig, Topiary Stomper, turn 3. I think it will materialize. See an Archdruids or a Sylvan at some point, or we lose Commune. Well, that's good stuff. There's the castle. Well, we're on track. We're trucking. Eventually, maybe. At the very least, maybe we'll lose Topiary Stomper to the hand hate. No hand hate. Well, that is certainly interesting. What could this be? Esper Control? I think there's a decent chance of that happening, and that makes me even more afraid. Lots of put a spell back to your hand, return a spell so they can counter the uncounterable, make you sacrifice a lot. I have to imagine Topiary Stomper is not going to be going off, almost guaranteed. Or, oh, interesting. Very interesting. Looks like they're a little bit worried about Castle Garenbrig, perhaps searching for a field of ruin. Something like that. Then we'll grab another forest. We don't really need that mountain, and I honestly could trim that mountain if I trim the Sunspine Links. If I don't have something that requires 2 red, that mountain 100% can go. I don't continue to sometimes mess myself up. Ooh, okay, well. Perfect. Something that can't be countered, can't be targeted. Might be sacrificed, but that, against a deck like this, Carnage Tyrant is the bee's knees. Oh shoot, they swept me. Man, shucks, I wish I had something good to play next turn. That would continue to put the pressure to them. Oh, well, never mind. I'm just going to play Vaultborn Tyrant. Maybe we'll just draw into Ghalta. Oh, okay. Sweep me again. See how much I care. Good. Spend that mana. Even if they have a Thoughtseize, it's still going to be a world of pain. You can't You can't Thoughtseize away all this stuff. I guess Thoughtseize is a little bit of a tongue twister. Huh. That will do it. If you can kill him on that turn, you kill him on that turn, no messing around, just drop it all and drop him. Phew. Oh, shoot. Sweepers. How can a dinosaur deck ever recover from a sweeper? You play creatures and they sweep. Oh my goodness. Man, whatever will I do? Shoot. Of course, Pithing Needle might be something to consider. We'll keep it in mind. If they have Field of Ruin or some problematic planeswalkers, but I get the sense it's a more regular Esper Control. It is awesome, yeah, I know. I just don't get it. The Sweeper is supposed to be the catch-all. Supreme Verdict is supposed to make something like a dinosaur deck unplayable against Control. I must have just gotten completely lucky. I must have. There's no other reason. Okay. But they have to be feeling a little bit down after sweeping and then just being wrecked like that. Sweepers don't save them. So if sweepers don't save you against a deck with big scary creatures, what do you have? Counter spells don't save you because you can't counter a decent chunk of the big stuff. removal can't save you because you can't target the big stuff that you can't counter. A lot of it has haste. Everybody can have haste. If you sweep and tap yourself out, you leave yourself open to just be crushed the next turn. You might have a sweeper in hand. You might have two, but you don't live long enough to use the second one. Blop 100%. I've seen settle quite a bit the past couple days, so it's more on my radar. Sometimes I get a little bit excited and I attack into the settle. For anybody that is not aware, settle the wreckage, 2 and 2 white, exile all attacking creatures target player controls. An opponent would never use it on themselves, but let's say I attack with everybody, they settle, everyone's exiled, never comes back, no death triggers. So I try to draw it out. Carnage Tyrant is pretty good for that. They might not have any way to remove it other than settle the wreckage. Just chip away with Carnage Tyrant, force them to use the settle when Carnage Tyrant would be lethal. Maybe they're at 6. Swing with Carnage Tyrant, they have to use it or else they die for sure. But then at least it's gone. That's quite a bit better. The mountain. I send the mountain to the bottom because I like keeping a Carnage and a T-Rex, but the mountain is not helping to cast Archdruids. Authority of the Consoles is going to be a little bit rough. It's going to be rough if they counter Sylvan. I might just use Archdruids to take out the Authority. You know, but I'm going to see what Commune gets. Maybe draw out a counter spell on this and protect the Sylvan Scrying, which gets me a guaranteed land that I'm looking for. I think they're thinking about it. Oh, that's good. We set up for a possible Archdruid's next turn, but again, I might try and get that counter spell burnt. I think they were thinking of that. Omen of the Sea, not too bad. I'm just happy I have 2 Archdruids. I think I'm definitely going to end up using one on that Authority at the end of their turn and then play some big guys, beat them up. At the very least, they just have a whole bunch of answers and I'll keep trying my best. Oh, well, this is interesting. Am I kicking myself? Am I doing the exact thing that I said not to do? They don't have a Field of Ruin, but maybe they have it in their hands. Maybe they'll draw it. Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. I could have just played that Forest. Ooh, okay. I like this. I'll just play Carnage Tyrant. They only have 3 lands. I feel pretty good about our chances here. Can't counter it. Enters tapped, not too bad. But they could send it back to my hand or the top Ether Gust. Okay, Omen of the Sea. At the very least, I got a big scary thing down that is pretty hard to get rid of, other than a sweeper, so we got options. Do the pressure a bit. This could make them spend a little bit of mana at least to get rid of it, and it could create an opening down the line to do something else. Maybe they Supreme Verdict. Okay, they're tapped out, so I can go Archdruids to get rid of the Authority that is really slowing me down. Or they just make me sacrifice Carnage Tyrant. Because they're in black, they could have Shieldred's Edict too. Bubble attack. We'll see what happens. It's good. Good. Just keep chipping away. Eventually they're going to use a bit of mana. It might be the sacrifice Omen of the Sea here. Should be good. Or they'll sweep. I think they might sweep. Let me take out the Authority. Oh, still not. We're playing chicken. It's a big game of chicken right now. Although the thing is, I have something and they don't. Oh, the Castle Garenbrig, yeah. 100%. Well, I'll continue to play nothing. Stick with the game plan of Archdruid's Charm and see what they do. Now I can feel safe. I can use an Archdruid's on the Authority, and then the very next turn, I know I will have 7 mana. It would be rough if I still only had those 4 lands and I could still only make 6. I wouldn't be able to play T-Rex or Vaultborn Tyrant, but we found our opening. We did what we had to do. And now we have to hope they don't have another Authority of the Consuls. Watch them sweep and play another Authority. Oh boy. Huh. Or they just sweep and then I play T-Rex. They just sweep and I play T-Rex. There you go. Boom. Love it. Okay. It's a fun challenge trying to play around things, but Archdruid's Charm definitely, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's pretty nice to see myself fly up 60 points. 60 spots, I guess. Maybe I'll go back to 300 something. I don't think I would ever fly up 100 or 200. Sometimes you can. I think it definitely depends on the person you defeat. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've faced this person before. Don't remember what it's on, but with the wandering or the... Well, okay, never mind. We got a perfect hand. Okay, oh, it's this Leyline Axe deck, Aggro, Boros Knights. Yes, that's not great. Not super great. Of course, an aggressive deck going first, that's never really what you want. But we'll certainly use Commune. I have my turn 3 play next turn for Archdruids. We don't need a land. Got a land, Vaultborn Tyrant. Set things up. No land might have been nice, for sure, just to lock in making 8 mana on turn 4, if we're still alive. Oh, when do I hit Mythic? Or when did I hit Mythic? Yesterday. Oh yeah. Kinda think we're done here, folks. It's probably gonna be it. I mean, Vaultborn Tyrant is nice. We negate at least 3 of the damage that the opponent is gonna deal. Screaming Nemesis, I almost thought it was an enchantment creature, but it's not. From Duskmourn, a lot of stuff is enchantment creatures, and I was so excited one day that, oh, I thought I can exile it, and that sort of thing. But 8 to 10, oh, down to 1. We have to be done. They have a little bit of removal, something like that. Yeah, no, it's not going to cut it. Something aggressive. You have to imagine, if I had gone first, Vaultborn Tyrant would have been down 1 turn sooner, and I think we would have had a pretty good chance in that scenario. It is a little bit of trample. I'm interested in Hornet Queen there, but I'll keep it the same. Yeah, we'll keep it the same. It would just be nice to persevere and win, perhaps against a couple aggro decks, and then after tonight, switch it up, bring in a sweeper, some sweeper. I think that might be it. Well, that's certainly the keeper. Sadly, having to mulligan a couple, but we got there to something. Commune and Palani's Hatcher to the bottom, because Commune at this point would grab a land. Sylvan also grabs a land. Sylvan grabs a specific land, which is really what we're looking for. Is it going to be fast enough? Well, we're on track for a decent bit of mana. Of course, Sunken is always nice as the first land, but That doesn't always happen. Oh, it does. With or without splashes, 100%. It's problematic. But with that Topiary Stomper, I don't... well, you know what? We'll grab another Sunken. We'll reach the most explosive amount of mana possible, the fastest possible. I play the Sunken next turn, plus the Topiary, and we see. We see if we live. Boros Knights, though. You know, it has to be something big, something nice. We're going to reach 7. I don't have a Ghalta. I don't have a crazy hand. I mean, it is completely flooded. But commune with dinosaurs, that could be good. We could search for a Vaultborn and play it in the same turn. But we also could just be straight up dead. At the very least, I show a good lesson. How certain cards, certain sweepers would have helped out tonight. And if I shore up the aggro matchup, various aggro, it's all over. Toast. The ladder is toast. Nobody's gonna catch me. Alright. On to the next, on to the next. Ooh. Back down to 471. Yeah, that's okay. We'll keep climbing. It's quite early in the month, in the season. But yeah, you're not going to be strong against everything. Now, that's no reason to change things up and try to make the worst matchups stronger. No, that's what sideboarding is for. Haven't brought in too much from it. But a sweeper is in tall order. And it's definitely pretty comfortable to get that second source of red, for sure. The mountain, Topiary grabbing the mountain to be that second source, quite consistent. You win one, you lose one. But aggro is, their time might be up, eventually. I do have another sweeper in mind, Path of Peril, for those of you who know it, but if you don't, 1 and 2 black. You destroy all creatures with a mana value 2 or less. That destroys such a wide range of aggro decks. Some, as we've seen tonight, do have a mana value of 3, so Path of Peril would not get the job done. But, yeah, I'm thinking I might tweak things a little bit. I can make 2 black work. If I can make 2 red work, I can make 2 black work. Well, in a sense, you don't need the red for Palani's Hatcher. You're not playing it on turn 4. You're continuing to set up. You might make 7 on turn 4. You're going to play a T-Rex or a Vaultborn. Continue to skip over Palani's, Regisaur, that sort of thing. Yeah, I think it's sweeper time. Oh, lovely stuff. Beautiful hand. Starting off with a castle in a forest, 2 Sylvan Scryings. It's about as good as you hope for. Yorion, Sky Nomad. This could be that 4-color or 5-color Overlord enchantment decks. Certainly use commune. I have my turn 2 play. Oh, we got a Sunken. Beautiful. I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing it. So now we'll reach. We will reach 7 mana on turn 4. I didn't have to grab a Sunken, but I might as well. It is pretty sweet though. Oh, look, grab a Sunken, have it be your land for the turn, and Vaultborn next turn. Maybe Carnage Tyrant. If I get Carnage Tyrant, I'll go with commune. I'll use up that 1 forest, and then I'll still be able to make 6. Yeah, it is that Overlord enchantments deck. So we'll play Vaultborn. Hopefully it's not exiled by Leyline Binding, as is usually the case. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I think there's a decent chance that maybe Vaultborn sticks around 1 cycle. Or it's just exiled. Leyline Binding costs 3, so I could see that happening too. Ooh, good. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Huh. guess they felt it was all over. Well, it's definitely all over when I destroy pretty much everything that this opponent has in their deck. Because this is an enchantment deck. And now I have the counter of counters because the opponent doesn't have a deck anymore. Regisaur Alpha. Mostly Regisaur, just usually it's Regisaur because it's less bodies than Palani's. I default to that. Okay. Back to nature time. Ooh. One mulligan. It's kind of worse-ish. You know what? I'm going to keep that. Yeah, we'll send Palani's to the bottom. This could be problematic. 2 chances to see the second land. Okay, well, we got the second land. Now we're on track for all the mana we need. Oh, my... Oh.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
I just naturally drew the second Sunken. Man, this is the bee's knees. The best. The best of the best. And now I make 8 mana on turn 4 all of a sudden. I hope. Sometimes I do nothing. Sometimes I do something against certain decks, but I don't know. Nothing is super duper scary. Watch him have a counter spell here. That would be scary. But again, it is mostly enchantments. Oh boy. Don't really need another Archdruid's Charm. Does it make sense to play Ghalta? Well, I kind of like Carnage Tyrant. We dodged that Leyline Binding. That would be good. Oftentimes it is just for specific stuff. The Back to Nature hurts enchantment decks. Pithing Needle hurts everything with activated abilities. The Sunspine links, though, that is kind of the odd man out. I don't have it in for anything in particular. So definitely the Sunspine should be a sweeper. Mid-range, I usually keep it the same. They're going kind of slow. They're playing some creatures a little slowly. That's a pretty good sweet spot. If it's just some general mid-range deck, I have to feel pretty confident about that. My creatures are going to be better than their creatures. At least that's the way I feel. My big stuff comes down kind of at a similar time to theirs. That sort of thing. I don't know. That's a good question. Red aggro, Boros burn. Bolt Wave was a pretty fantastic addition for any of those decks from Foundations there. The one that is 1 red, deals 3 damage to each opponent. So if you have Leyline of Sanctity, you can't protect yourself against Bolt Wave. There are a couple other things that don't specifically target one player. They deal damage to every opponent. So if you have hexproof for yourself, you still get dealt damage, and then they still just beat you up with creatures. So it's not like it's hardcore super burn always targeting you. If that was the case, I'd probably try Leyline of Sanctity. But definitely some sort of sweeper that would be more useful than Leyline of Sanctity. There's many different kinds of aggressive decks where a sweeper would be a little bit more beneficial. No. Maybe if it was a castle. Turn 2, play Castle Garenbrig, Sylvan, search for Sunken, and we're in an okay position. Okay, it got worse. Okay, it got a lot better. Alright. Well, we send you know what? I want to keep Vaultborn. Yeah. I possibly could have sent Stomping Ground to the bottom, but I want to play it a little bit safe. Oh, okay. I guess I could have. Oh, I just got Ghalta. Huh. Look, folks, all you have to do is mulligan till you get something good. And then you play something good. And you hope they don't have exile. It could be Boros aggro, but it is a little bit suspicious they haven't played anything. So I think it's some... Oh, 3 Ghaltas in a row. This is very interesting stuff. This is dead. They're done. One Ghalta plays a Ghalta. One Ghalta puts another Ghalta and a Vaultborn out to stack the triggers for the third Ghalta to put that out. You get the idea. They're dead. This is what it's all about. This is why you play all 4 copies of Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant. You should never really expect that scenario to happen, but if you can kill him, you want to kill him in as many ways as possible. And yeah. Huh. But we have to be a little bit worried. We didn't gain any information. I'll keep it the same just because I don't have any information that the opponent is or what they're on. But that was I haven't done that in a while. Very, very uncommon. But it does the trick, just like that hand does the trick. I have to say the mulliganing, I've tried to be a little bit more aggressive as it happened there, and I think it's paid off. Birth of Meletis, Boros, mid-range Boros Control, certainly commune to either find the Sunken or the Castle. Oh look, found the Castle, lovely. Now, next turn Archdruid searches for and puts a Sunken out, making 7. Turn 4 once again. Okay, Boros aggro, tokens. Urbrask Forge, make a 1/1. Chip away. See how much I care. Yeah. But it's fine. It should be fine. Play a Vaultborn next turn. Stabilize a bit, I hope. Damping Sphere, have no fear. Maybe. Topiary Stomper next turn. At least we get another land. Hopefully I draw one. Ooh, that's not the case. That's too bad. Okay. It's getting a little rough. It could be a good matchup. It would have been a good matchup if the Damping Sphere didn't happen. We're not dead yet, but we'll see. Could draw another land, play Topiary. Good things might happen. Archdruids actually is pretty good things. Archdruids to take out Damping Sphere, I think, is maybe our best bet. It is pretty cool that they copy tokens, huh? Not dead yet. We're close to dead. Alright, here goes nothing. Either we die next turn or we don't. I make Ghalta levels of mana. Oh my goodness! Wait till it's done, and then I'll play it, and then we get a follow through. That's what I'm talking about. Bing, bang, boom, death. Just a touch too slow. And again, that's why you have all 4 copies. You want that to happen as often as possible. How is that going to happen? As often as possible, having all 4. Having all 4. Phew. I got my revenge against something aggressive related. Okay. That first game though, that was a good example of the mulliganing. Mulliganing is a tongue twister too. Man, I don't know. I think that's a pretty good place to leave it, even though it wasn't 2 hours like I was hoping to play this. On fire. As fire as can possibly be without a sweeper. Even though aggro is rough, holding pretty nicely at 300-ish. I think I started at 300 something tonight. Didn't go up, really. Didn't go down. Win some, lose some. But again, I get that aggro locked in. Toast. Very toast. So thanks for watching, everybody. Right now, later on, my journey through Mythic, higher and higher. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. If you want me to try something out, if you think something would be good for me, you can make that suggestion. Absolutely. Chano. That's one of the reasons I've continued to play them all these years. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of streams. It's addictive. I'm a little bit sad too, though, that nobody plays Fires of Invention, because I have Back to Nature, and at the moment that's not always the case. But yeah, I'm glad everybody likes the hype dinos, the action, the ruthless aggression, and take a big bite out of that like button if you haven't already. Get some good rest. Hopefully Tuesday goes good for you. Hopefully your week goes good. I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow, but yeah. Peace. See you next time.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?